I just don't understand the Bronny Glaze. There is just so much Bronny Glaze. She sucks the soul out of your SP. They should be, first of all, scaling these characters based off the current content that's in the game. Secondly, I think there is a heavy bias with Prydwen and their characters they're putting on the tier list in certain tiers. Now, they get it wrong a lot. The meme tier list, as I call it. Gamers, the faithful day of Prydwen releasing their tier list is finally here because they've released both the Pure Fiction and Apocalyptic Shadow tier list with our new girly goo in the game, Miss Cipher, on both of these. Well, Cipher's on all of them, I guess, but I wanted to wait to make this tier list video because they only really added Cipher to the tier list beforehand, but now they've done the big update to the tier list, and I want to review it, going over both Pure Fiction and Apocalyptic Shadow. But I did realize one thing as I started recording this video. I have not done Pure Fiction or Apocalyptic Shadow, but I need to take care of that real quick before I can give an analysis on both of these, so be right back. Maybe a time lapse. So yeah, I don't know what music to add here, guys. All I gotta say with this is probably the easiest Pure Fiction and Apocalyptic Shadow I've ever done in my life. No power creep here. Acheron kind of struggled a little bit, but overall pretty decent. Okay, well, not gonna lie, guys, that was overall pretty easy. That Dockeron team, my E0 Dockeron team, that shit was not it. But hey yo, pretty easy clear. So let's go ahead and talk about the tier list now. Starting off, I guess, with Apoc Shadow first. Going over to the, I guess we'll start with the same first, guys. Okay, honestly, I pretty much agree with this. I honestly think Aventurine is probably a bit worse than this. No, this Apoc Shadow, I think he's fine. I think he does drop off an MOC a bit more, but this is wrong. Boofer, why do we keep doing this? Why do we keep shitting on Hua when like almost everything like nowadays revolves around energy? Energy, healing, and stuff like that. She provides extra healing. Castress being the best DPS in the game right now. She definitely deserves to be up here. Preservation units, not much prevalence right now. I think she at least deserves to be up here with these two. I don't think she falls to this level, no shot in my opinion. I do think that he is good. I think he should stay up here. I don't think she's on the level of those, though. Everything else here is pretty much fine. All right, now on to the supports here, guys. For Miss Ruan Mei, I think we move her down. I don't think that she is up here with these two guys. I think that she's on the same level of what Zhao Cho can do for like an Acheron team, and Acheron clears Apoc Shadow pretty well. I just have problems with like the standard base level break teams. Like base level Firefly just does not cut it anymore in my opinion. Therefore, it makes me drop Ruan Mei down in my opinion. And if Fugue is down in this tier with the increase of super break she provides, then I think that Ruan Mei should be down there as well, because most teams are not really running with Ruan Mei. They're going to be probably running with Robin in this, or even Sunday as well. So I think she drops down a tier because while yes, she is universal, I think they are universally better, both Remembrance MC and Robin there. So let's move down the tier list a little bit here. Okay, dude, why do they always put Bronya on the same level as Sparkle? And she is just not the same. She is the SP soul-sucking whore. This is rating at E0, S0. Even at E1, I still think she moves down, but there is no shot you have her here. She moves down to here. There's no shot. She moves down here to Asta tier. You move Gwenaifen down one tier. You move Asta down one tier, and then that's how you do it there, guys. Like, there is no shot. I think even Ting Yun is better in a lot of situations. So you move Bronya down. Like, I just don't understand the Bronya Glaze. There is just so much Bronya Glaze. Like, I get that she is good in certain scenarios, but she sucks the fucking soul out of your SP. Like, why is she up here? Like, can someone please explain to me why she's on the same tier, or why they grade her on the same tier as Sparkle, when I just think she is definitively better? Sparkle, like, literally SP friendly compared to not SP friendly. And also, I'll be real with you here as well. I honestly don't think that Harmony MC deserves to be here either. I think that break teams have fallen off quite a bit. Genuinely, guys, I don't think break teams are really playing with this Apocalyptic Shadow that well. Like, I get there was some, like, Apocalyptic Shadow teams on there that were using break teams, but overall, I don't think so. I think we move those down. On to the sub-DPS category. Yo, yeah, Cypher's amazing. Cypher's great. Cypher just offers free vulnerability off rip, like, no skill, no nothing, and she provides extra source of damage to your main target. Absolutely love that there. She definitely deserves to be up there. On to Anaxa. Anaxa's fine up here. I think Tribby's fine up here as well. I think all these characters are pretty fine up here, honestly. I've always said this, though. I really do think Tribby should be over here, because to me, she is more of a support than she is a sub-DPS or a support DPS, in my opinion. While, yes, she does do some decent damage, I feel like their support DPS damage does outweigh what she's able to do. Like, she has a lot more buffs, or my bad, I guess debuffs she puts on the enemy versus the debuffs they put on the enemies. So, for that reason, well, I guess he puts a lot of debuffs, but his sub-DPS capability is a lot higher than hers. So, I'll be putting her over over there, honestly. I just don't agree with her being in this current, I guess, category. Now on to Jade, and ooh, this here. Nah, I don't really agree with Hunt March 7th being up here. If you're gonna put Hunt March 7th up here, then I think you have to move up these other characters as well, like both Herta and also Serval, and yeah, I don't think so. I think that she's on the same level as Topaz as well. I think Topaz serves her purpose with the Fei Xiao team right here, and I don't think that she's really much better for that team. And then going down the list here, Blade moving up a tier. I actually think Blade moves up another tier. I think Blade's in this tier 1. I think he works really well with Hyacine, and also pairing him up with Castris is really nice as well. I play with him a bit on my sub account with Castris and with Hyacine as well. So he actually works pretty well there. As for Mose, I don't think he's the same tier as Mose. Black Swan, though, I feel like Black Swan moves up, and I think Mose moves down, in my opinion. Black Swan helps with some defense shred, which I guess it doesn't really matter all too much until... Well, this is dot-centric. No, this Apoc Shadow's dot-centric, so she moves up for this one for me. I get why they have her here, just as an overall consensus of her being in tier 2, just in the grand scheme of things over multiple ones. Yeah, sure, but for this current Apocalyptic Shadow, she is definitely moving up a tier, in my opinion. Now on to the DPS category, guys. We have a Naxa up here. We have, okay, this, okay, yeah. I'm pretty fine with the DPS we have right here. Now, as far as breaking goes, right, I think for Apoc Shadow, genuinely, I do think that he is the best for Apoc Shadow in terms of, like, break DPS. I think, realistically, you move these two down. Why is she moved down? No, she moves up. She did really good for me, and she had a really good score for me. Well, mine's at S1, I guess, but she's at E0 for me, and she worked in a Dot Karan team, and Dot Karan really popped the fuck off for me in this one. I would be moving her up to probably tier 0.5 with how easily she cleared that fucking event for me, with the amount of score she actually did clear it with. And I'll be probably moving down both the break characters as well. All these characters basically having the same investment on my account, I'll be moving that down. I think she does perform on the same level of Aglia if we're grading it at E0, S0. As for Blade, though, I think Blade moves up to tier 1. I think Blade is better than what these guys can offer, especially, like I said, with the addition of Hyacine. I think he gets much better, and I think he could move up potentially whenever he gets another buff. And this is just following the same trend that I follow with Black Swan here. I think Dot Karan team actually works pretty well, so I'd be moving her up to tier 1.5, just because Acheron seems to be really good this current Apocalyptic Shadow. That's all that I have to say for this one. There's a lot of changes here. I think they do make a lot of mistakes here and there. So to me, guys, Prydwen really trips me out on their rankings, because to me, right, why are we grading it over the grand scale of like how the character performs? They should be first of all scaling these characters based off the current content that's in the game, because that's what people are trying to beat when they're looking at these tier lists, right? To see, whoa, what's the best fucking shit for this, right? Secondly, I think there is a heavy bias with Prydwen and their characters they're putting on the tier list in certain tiers. Genuinely, Prydwen has a huge fucking bias with like characters like Aglia being E0, S0. So there's my little hot take about Prydwen. Super biased. You know, they get it wrong a lot. The meme tier list, as I call it. Now let's head back into the video here, guys. Let's talk about Pure Fiction, the latest thing I just did. If you watched a little bit of that time lapse there that we did, it was very quick. But anyways, hopping over to this side here first. Trying to think. So, yeah, I agree with this. No, this is fine. This is actually great. Yeah, I agree with that. No, yeah, that's good. Moving on to Amplify. Ooh, Amplify. Wait, are we serious? Be so real right now. We really moved Remembrance him to the top. That's fucking crazy. Now, I put Robin up here still. I don't think Robin moves down. I think Robin, being a very AoE-centric type of buffer, I think she deserves to be up here. Genuinely, I think she helps out the whole team. I don't see her moving below what MC is able to do. Like, MC sure has an AoE attack, which for sure helps, but overall the buff she's able to provide are really good, and I feel like she has a very AoE centric kit, right? Now, see, they got it right here. Wait, Prydwen actually got it right here? No shot! Imagine them putting Bronya one tier below. But for Pure Fiction, I'd be moving her down, bro. There's so many more enemies. It's just fucking unreal, the SP you need for this. Move her ass down. She is definitely not above Team Yoon, in my opinion. Ain't no way. Move this bitch ass down. Ooh, as for everyone else here, yeah. I mean, I agree with all these characters being here, but yo, down fucking bad horrendous, bro. Get her ass down here, bro. But hey, good looking on fucking moving Sparkle above. Sparkle's gonna go even higher next patch, trust me, guys. Archer's gonna be eating good, gamers. Let's go! On to the support DPS category. Yeah, she's fine up here. She's fine up here. Like I've always said, though, I think she deserves to be over in this tier. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Ooh, Fua for her. So, you know what, though? I'd be moving her down. I think I genuinely move her to down. And the reason I move her to down, I get that she has a full AoE attack, Kudu, right? He technically has an AoE attack being his ult. He also has blast attack being his skill move, right? But the big thing is he provides extra damage to the team when being a support DPS on a team with Herta over here. So for that matter, genuinely, guys, he's better than her. He's better than her. I just don't see it. And I don't like Argenti up here either. I mean, more Argenti down here. I think he's a class of his own. Cypher though, yeah, Cypher's just here. Like, she provides a full buff to the team or whatever too. The same thing he does, but she doesn't offer any AoE-esque abilities. I know you can target the one main person in the middle, but overall, I think this is fine. Honestly, they're kind of cooking with the pure fiction one. Yeah, Darkron team kind of fell off for me at the end there, and it did not do as well as I thought it was gonna do. Everything else here seems pretty good. I mean, if she's already down this level, I'd probably moving Serval down one extra tier as well. Yeah, everything else here is pretty reasonable to me. Now, on to the DPS, goddamn. Okay. Cash at the top, 100% agree. Herta at the top, absolutely agree. It absolutely smacked it and cleared it. Didn't try using an Axel on solo. Maybe it would work, but sure, I'll agree with him here. I don't agree with this. There is no shot in my mind. Maybe Argenti moves down here. Okay, this is actually going to be a huge change. This is actually going to be probably the biggest change on this tier list. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So, for me, guys, personally, I think you genuinely move all these characters down one tier to this tier here, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think this is where they deserve to be. I think Argenti deserves to be on this tier right here. I think there's a gap in what Argenti can do and what these can do still, so I'd be moving this down a tier. Aglia, I think she's pretty on par with what Acheron can do for this current pure fiction, so I'd be keeping her there for right now. I think everything else is here. I think Hyacine really brought out like what really My Day can do, and Blade as well, so I agree with this 100%. Yeah, moving both Himeko down and Yunli down, that's fine. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, overall, they cooked pretty well with the pure fiction tier list. Now, the Apex Shadow tier list, no, that shit's kind of fucking egregious. I don't know if different teams do different tier lists, bro, but they fucked that one up, okay? The Acheron fucking slays in that shit, where Acheron does not slay in here in pure fiction at all. And Argenti, bro, he ain't clearing as fucking as good as an axe. Anyway, move him down. Anyways, what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. I absolutely destroyed both Pure Fiction and Apocalyptic Shadow. They should make the game a little bit harder, because I'm going to keep it a buck. On the casual schedule that I play this game, it doesn't seem like power creep's an issue anymore. I don't know, maybe it is. Anyways, guys, see you later. That's going to do it for this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, and bye. See you later, guys.